Hello friends, my name is Hemant and today we are going to learn about map, for each and reduce. So these three are functions in JavaScript, each serving a distinct purpose. So let's first look into map. So map is used to create a new array by transforming each element, okay, and it returns a modified array without changing the original. So let me do numbers. Let me do one example of const number is equal to 1 2 3 and 4. Okay, and now I will make a constant called double, and I do numbers dot map, and I will do num equal to num into 2. So I am trying to multiply 2 with individual numbers. Okay, and then log console dot doubled, and let me log numbers as well. Console dot log numbers. Okay, let me run this. So you see, it is working on each of the elements of number and then it is assigning to doubled. Okay, now let us go into for each. So for each iterates over an array but does not return anything. Okay, so let's start with an example. Constant, or first comment this out. Constant numbers is equal to 1 2 3 4. Okay, I have a variable called numbers, and then I'll do numbers dot for each. So it would act on individual elements inside a number, and numbers num, where I am trying to double the numbers number into 2. So if you see, there is nothing which is coming out of for each, but inside for each we are console logging it. So for each does not return anything. Okay, used when you need to execute a function on each elements. Okay, so that is where you used for each. And let me run node index.js. So you see that the individual elements it is taking out, and then it is console logging by multiplying with 2. Okay, so unlike map, there is no new array. For each just loops. Okay, the last one is the reduce methods in JavaScript. Okay, so what is reduce used for? Reduce, it reduces the array into a single value, like a sum or a product. So if you want to like get the sum of individual elements inside an array, so that is where you can use sum or a product. We can use the reduce method. So it takes an accumulator, okay, the initial value, and a current value to compute a result. So let's start with an example. Okay, I'll take the same number, okay, this, okay, and I'll try to add individual elements. So what I'll do is const sum equal to numbers dot reduce. Okay, so what I told, it takes an accumulator and the individual number, and then what it does is accumulator plus number it will add, and the initial value of accumulator is 0. Okay, now let's try to log sum. Okay, so what I have done over here is numbers, which is my this array 1, 2, 3, 4, and it is being worked on reduce, and I have an accumulator which starts with 0, and then what it does is it takes an individual element inside this number array and then it adds. Okay, and what we are trying to do is we are trying to log sum. Okay, now let me see node index.js this. Let me comment this out or get this out here. Okay, so it was logging this 2468 from this, so I am commenting that out, and we'll just look at reduce. What reduce is getting displayed on my console. So see 10. So 1 plus 2 3, 3 plus 3 6, 6 plus 4 10. So it displays 10. So whenever you have an array and you want to like create a sum of it or want the sum of that array, individual elements inside that array, then you can use the reduce method. So if I do 5, then it would print 15. So 15. So this reduce method you can use to on individual elements of an array and then push inside an accumulator and add it. So yeah, so now just to summarize, map would transform each element and it will return a new array. And for each, what it does is execute a function on each item and it won't return a new array. What reduce would do is condense array into a single value and it won't return a new array. So if you are manipulating data, we'll use map. Looping for each for side effects, then you'll use forEach, or computing a single result, then you'll use reduce. Each method has its place. Okay, so guys, yeah, this is what I wanted to show you all. Thanks for listening. Until then, thank you.